Good morning. Can everyone hear me alright? I accidentally switched scenes. It was my bad. Good morning, Kizza. Nice, nice. Alright, good. Just see if, I'm not accepting POBs yet, please don't post, anything. Can everyone hear me alright? I accidentally switched scenes. Nice feedback. It was my bad. Amazing. Amazing pro stream. I'm happy to look at everybody's POB as long as I've got time. I've allocated 2 to 4 hours to do this, so it depends how many people turn up. The way that it's going to work is I've got 2 different sections, shall we say, or statuses. So this one, when I put this up, it means that I'm ready to take more POBs, so then you can post your POB and your question in chat. Because it can't just be an open-ended review, right? I mean, you have to give me your query as well as your POB. And then once I've got between sort of 3 and 5 as a batch, we'll switch to this status. And then I'll no longer accept POBs until I've finished this batch. Okay. Yes, some of them. I mean, I've sort of thought in my head maybe 5 minutes each. Because really, if you're following my POB, then really, what is there to really go in depth on? No Narcans. I'd much prefer it to be in POB, then I can really dive into it in detail if I need to. Okay, so let's get going then. I'll accept the first batch of 5 POBs with your query. I won't be reviewing low life CI. It can only be people that are following my build. I know this build inside and out. So it can't be low life and CI, Toby. You can only have one or the other. What's the question, Chunky? Welcome, by the way. That's a new face. It's alright, Tubby, no problem. You want to make the build, but you don't know where to start. Start from the beginning. There's plenty of carrying golem. Oh right, okay. But then just buy everything in the 2 cluster flexible build guide. But go into my Discord. Click do ! build. Go into my Discord and take the POB for. Oh, that's not gonna help. I need to allow links. Okay, alright, we got some teething problems. Chunky, go into my ! build. go into my Discord and get the POB for flexible 2 cluster guide and buy everything for that if you've got that much money. And then level a character. As you level in, use a mixture of summon raging spirits and zombies and skeletons until you can run carrion golems at 34. Then use the clay shapers and then transition at about level 68, level 70. Hold on a second. Let me figure out how to do this. Toby, no, I don't feel like I'm best placed to do that. You're better off going to the person whose build that you followed. Is that not gonna work? Kizza, try posting a link, please. No, it's not working, dude. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, Toby. I can only really advise on my build. I don't want to send anybody in I don't want to send anybody in the wrong direction for their builds. I think everybody here is on the Discord. Okay? So Kizza, please just post your link in the Discord. Under build discussions, and I'll pick it up there. Sorry guys, as much as I tried to plan this, I knew something would go wrong. Yeah, okay, yeah, just do that then, please. You can post the import code. Can you paste that import code into like a text file and put that in? Yeah, okay. Alright, Narcans. Post it in the in the Discord and under the build discussion, please. I'll pick it up there. Alright, so first up we've got Kizza. Oh, Chunky, thanks for the follow, by the way. We have Kizza here. Oh, Kizza's running the 3 cluster. What are we on, 14 mil? What's the question? What's the question, Kizza? Yeah, Chunky, with 120 exile, you should be able to almost finish the 2 cluster version. And it's a really solid build. I played it for over a week myself. And then just earn more currency to upgrade to my current version. Do I think it's potentially cheaper entry level? Without price and everything, mate. I honestly don't know. I mean, you've got 3 large clusters instead of 2, so there's a cost there of maybe 3x. Duels are pretty much the same. These need attributes on them. Oh, this is all theory, isn't it? You certainly don't need uncompromising and sublime form. Or you shouldn't. Yeah, it's all theory, I can see that. I'd say these 3 points are a waste as well. I don't know, I'm not even sure the build needs it. It needs a stepping stone. I wouldn't bypass the 2 cluster. I think the 2 cluster is absolutely solid. To move to the 3 cluster, really you want to have some really nice gloves and the helmet. But the POB is absolutely fine. I mean, what are we on? What's happened to your cold res down here? Oh, it's not anomalous, is it? What's going on with this? Oh, wait a minute, you've got plus 38. Oh, these are other people's builds, so people, you can't just buy the endgame version, Toby. You gotta make your way there, you know. I mean, I feel like it's absolutely fine, but I don't feel it's necessary. I think to keep things simple, start from level 1 as a league starter and move towards the 2 cluster version, and from the 2 cluster transition to 3 cluster once you can get the helmet, the gloves. That's what I would say. No, I think he's Purity of Lightning in there with fire in the ring, and the ring is, oh, the ring's a +3. Oh, you don't have, it's because you don't have enough aura effect. Yeah, it does. The 2 cluster one does. I think it's 60. I think it's about 60 to 80 million. Something around there, Toby, if it's done to the POB. But this isn't that build. This is something that Kizza just wanted me to take a look at. That'll cost you about 100 to 150 exalt to finish. So the big problem here, Kizza, is that you're not getting enough aura effect. This fire resistance here is only being boosted because it's in a +3 ring. Well, because this is an aura stacker build, what's really important is that we stack those auras and we make the most out of them. No, Toby, this isn't. No, he's gone off on his own with this one, mate. This is a CI carrying golem build that he like he wrote in chat, it's something that he thought could be a stepping stone between between sort of a mapping build and my 2-cluster version. So that's what this is. Alright, Kizza, short answer, I don't think it's necessary to have a stepping stone in between. I think it's fine to league start and aim for the 2-cluster version. But thank you very much. Yeah, it's just a theory craft. He was just playing about. Hey, no problem. Alright. Do we have any more in the Discord? Oh, okay. Deadeye Bill, is that you, Narcans? Narcans, yeah. What's the query, man? I just read that, Kizza. This is it, Narcans. What's the question? This is your POB. So you're running 3 clusters as well, but it's not the 3-cluster version. Dino, good question. I wasn't planning on doing these regularly, to be honest. It depends how well this one goes. I was really doing this because I hit 1,000 members on Discord and just wanted to say thanks. Shaq Green, the build discussion, please. So Dino, I am unsure, but I always post in Discord when I'm planning an event. Sorry you missed it, man. I did try and give as much notice as I could. You need more DPS and DS. Okay. So for energy shield, if you, I would suggest switching to my 2-cluster version. Yeah, thanks, Toby. I think it helps people out for sure. It just needs more people here to make it successful. For energy shield, the biggest additions are going to be the biggest additions to this ring are get rid of the Viv insect and get rid of this. So swap out your 2 rings. And what you're looking for are 2 rings that look like this. So not only are you going to get 75% increased minion damage, but you're also going to get a boatload of energy shield. An absolute boatload. So the intelligence plus the T1 energy shield, and I need to swap out the tier 2 energy shield, the percentage energy shield to T1. But I started crafting my new ring, so it doesn't matter. This is the best minion ring on the market. Full stop. Once I roll the energy shield to 47. So that's what you're looking for, 2 of these. I just did a crafting guide on how to craft these rings. It's on my YouTube channel. But get 2 of these. That'll help a lot. Hey, Tomo. Oh, Dan from YouTube yesterday. All right, nice. Welcome. Yes, yeah, Narcans. Check out my YouTube channel. I've just done a video on how to craft these rings. They're actually not too bad to craft. Then you want to swap out your gloves for these gloves. Now this is why the 2 cluster is important. You're trying to mix 2 different builds there. In the 2 cluster it gives you plenty of spare skill points, so you can run gloves like this. Now this gives you another 30% increased minion damage, plus a lot of energy shield. Like a lot. So those are the 2 big upgrades for you right now. But I'd switch to the 2 cluster version if I was you. Each to their own. What level are you even? Oh, you're level 99. Okay, yeah. Then that's what I would do. How you getting minion damage on a Crusader ring? Toby, it's a delve mod. So I crafted it from scratch. Well, I got the delve mod on a ring and then crafted it from scratch. And that'll see you go well over 10 mil and I don't know, maybe 5.5k? The amulet's not bad. You do need to make up that 1% somewhere, which it looks like you've done. You've only got 28 mana reserved here. 23 for Flame Dash, by the way. Hey, Crab. Yep, Narcans, yep. Solid. Thanks for the questions. Yeah, me too, Grab. You should elevate the minion damage on gloves. I'm actually swapping out the... Yeah. I hadn't actually thought about doing that, Gameling. I haven't looked into elevated mods at all. That's something I might have a look at. But I've got different gloves in mind now. Like my build has progressed way beyond my my ultimate POB. All right, next up we have. See, I've got 3 names to remember for everybody now. I have a Discord name, a YouTube name, and a Twitch name. Who is this? That's oh Shaq. He put his name there. That's fine. So we got Shaq. Oof. Alright, where are we? Level 99. What's going on with your cold rest, dude? What's the question, Shaq? Crab, don't do a Vindaloo. I used to work with a bunch of lads and we went to the Shetland Islands once to do some work. And there was this one guy who was like really skinny and tall, and he was bragging. He was bragging that he could eat a fowl. And this guy looked like he couldn't even sniff a fowl, mate. Honestly. So we go to this Indian restaurant, and like the only Indian restaurant on the entire Shetland Islands, and he orders this fowl, and he's being really cocky about it. He took one bite. And he was drinking the water out of the flower vase on the table. They couldn't get a glass of Coke to him quick enough. It was the funniest thing. Oh, what's the question, Shaq? This is a decent example. Are we on? Yeah, we're on the 2 cluster. So this is an example of sort of an average 2 cluster version. Apart from this, don't know what's going on. So it's over 80 million there, with over 5k. Yes, that could be pushed higher, but let's have a look at what he's doing. Shaq, what's the question? You need more DPS. Isn't it everybody's question? Alright, 2 decent rings, so we can't do anything there. Gloves you can swap out. You can swap the gloves out for the gloves that I've just spoken about. So 30% minion damage with loads of energy shield. That's going to push your energy shield, should push it over 5.5k and give you 30% more. Instead of using the shield and the wand, put 2 cold iron points in. See if we've got any here. I should have. Wow, I don't even have a cold iron point. Let me just get one. So just using the cold iron points puts you up 5 million per golem, so that's 20 million more DPS. I don't know why people insist on using a shield with this build. Hey Abu, doing great man, I hope you are too. So just switching those out increases your DPS, and then swap the gloves out for 30% minion damage gloves with loads of energy shield. And that's about as far as you're going to be able to take it until you transition over to the end game build. And for that you need the synthesized helmet. But it's not too far off. And then you've got some big upgrades like the +1 Sacco walls to come. And I'd swap out your boots as well. It's not necessary to swap out the boots, but you will end up with more energy shield and 5% more movement speed, which is pretty nice quality of life. Because he's on the 2 cluster build game link. Like this isn't this one isn't end game. And you can't even buy one of the ones for my build for less than a mirror right now, even if there is one that exists. No, forget the double damage. Forget the fractured ones. No, nobody should be looking at fractured ones. It's hard to squeeze more aura. Shield us 15%. You don't need any more though. Like what have we lost here? Once you swap your gloves out, and your that'll recharge this energy shield, and you've lost 1% on your reses, but you've gained 20 million DPS. Your question was, how can I get more DPS? So that's the simple answer. And then if you want more aura effect, get the synthesized helmet that I use in my build. What else? Oh, what about your animate guardian setup? Is that taken for account in here? Alright, so your DPS is actually way more than what's showing here because of your animate guardian. I assume it's using vulnerability on hit, plus a Kingmaker. Yeah, you get a lot of damage out of that. A lot. And if you use a helmet with nearby enemies take 9% extra physical damage, that gives you a lot too. Yeah, Abu, it can be quite daunting, can't it? It's a big program, but I just try to, you know, I'll just stay within my knowledge base. I don't branch out to other builds unless I know them really well. Yeah, chunky. You know, not a lot more, but I would say try and get over 60 as a minimum. But the 10% mana reservation is mandatory. Yeah. You'll be fine with that. Okay, cool. What skills are we using here? You should also be pushing to drop Enlighten. I don't use Enlighten in my build. And why don't you have clarity on your amulet? Alright, so that's 2 gem slots you've got right there. If you don't need more mana reservation, then you're doing something wrong. You're not running all the auras. You can't be. And you're running Impale for some reason in your 6 link. This is so different to my 2 cluster build. And that's fine if you want to do your own thing. But it's very different. And you also have Val Haste enabled. This should be Divergent Precision in here, not Flesh Offering. That should be in the amulet, and that shouldn't be there, and that should be gone. The reason you're using this is because you don't have enough mana reservation. Take that away, and that's how much mana res you're actually missing on the build. Optimally. I would re-download the 2 cluster version and really have another good look at that. Yeah, it definitely needs some changes here, Shaq. Divergent Precision linked to Generosity is very important. And Cold Iron points. Alright, nice. Hope that helped. Okay. Does anybody else want me to take a look at the CI Carrion Golem POB? If so, please post it in the build discussion section of the Discord. I was going to do it on in chat, but issues. Technical issues. We've only done we've done 3 so far. I don't know what I was expecting. No problem, Shaq. No problem. Come on, guys. I spend like hours every day in Discord answering questions. Surely somebody, some other people want their POB looking at. It's funny to see what different tangents people go off on. think I need to change that, don't I? There we go. Oh. Lovely. Okay, what did I miss? You playing low life gambling? I just need a magic source of -7 amulets. Somebody was asking me about some legacy items yesterday, and I only started playing in Blight. But he was showing me, I think they're like -12% amulets back then. Really nice. And they never retrospectively nerfed those things, but they did retrospectively nerf the medium clusters. The aura medium clusters. I think all the ones in the game are now 3%. Yeah, I just don't think I'm best placed to do that, Gameling. Better off talking to the you know, the person whose guide you followed, or I don't think under any circumstance a min-maxed low life can outperform a min-max CI. So I guess if you did want to improve further, maybe you should look at a min-max CI version of what you've got. And I'm being general there, you know, I haven't tested every single combination, but that's what I think. Yeah, you've just sort of put it together yourself. Or maybe you two can, you know, help each other. You can deal well over that, Gameling. My POB is already way over that. This isn't a low life stream, and it's not going to turn into a low life discussion. It alternates every 5. Between flight and might. The shape of DPS is very different. Always make sure you've got that activated. My POB. The video will be going out. I'm hoping to get it recorded today and actually get it out tomorrow. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Toby. That's a sneak preview of my my POB that I'll be releasing tomorrow. So anybody that's here now, that's an exclusive. So that's nearly 240 million Cyrus DPS. I just got the unique gear pieces. Can you help me get some of the rares? I will have tomorrow, Gameling, once I've made the video. I'm not putting this out until I've made the video. Just get as close to the rares as you can, Chunky, in the 2 cluster version. Yeah, but you don't need more than 5 seconds to kill a boss. You don't need more than 1 second, really. Cyrus maybe 2, 3. It really doesn't matter. I don't go into a boss thinking, oh, is Avian on or is it not on? It really doesn't matter, and I'm sure you feel the same, Gameling. Like if you're running that much DPS, does it really make that much of a difference? So can I help anybody else with the POB? This is a very different stream than I thought it was going to be. I think I'll just go back to gameplay then, till a new batch turns up. Thanks, Tomo. I've done my best. Just curious to see how they managed to switch it up. What gets nerfed, if it gets nerfed. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta step back, earn some currency, and you know, get the items before you switch. Some people are too keen to switch and they end up in trouble. Alright, fine. Fine. Yeah, that's the second one, Gameling. I obviously haven't made as much money as you have. It's all down to money at this point. The build on screen is about 140 million. So I'm not sure, Toby, to be honest. Like, the reason for nerfing the aura stacking last league was they felt it went above the acceptable ceiling of damage. And I don't think this does. I think this is just an example of it doesn't feel like you're exploiting anything. It feels like it's acceptable. And if you look at some of the DPS that other builds can put out, like some of the Wonders, it's way below that. I don't know. They always tend to go for minions though. They always tend to try and nerf minions in some way. But I certainly don't think this is above any acceptable level. It doesn't make sense. I'd be curious to see what they do. I don't think they'll touch auras again. I was a bit surprised at the way they went about auras last time. I thought they were just going to nerf the Scion Ascendancy, to be honest. Because that affected everybody, not just people that were using the Spark Aura Stacker. That was, yeah. I don't know what they'll do. Yeah, they always try to nerf minions and then you know, the community always seems to find a way around it. I had this build planned in flashback, so before the patch notes came out, and actually ran a Scion Carrion Golem from scratch in flashback, and that was going to be absolutely insane. But they nerfed it, so now this is just better.
When I'm ready, and not before.
And now really I just need to get some harvest so I can re-roll the defense modifiers on here, on this rank. I've had 3 so far, but no luck. Hey Merdin, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome. Merdin, do you want me to look at your POB? Is that why you wrote review? That was weird. Yeah, Tom. What do you need, man? Unless it's Hall of the Grandmasters, I'm down.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Yeah, Raze. Which version? The end game, or it's easily enough to create, like, to finish the 2-cluster version easily. To get to, no. But you could get close. You could get really close with that, I'd say. Like, without getting the wands, you know, because you'll end up paying. The whole build will cost about 3 mirrors, including the wands. But I think with 400x, you could probably get everything else. Yeah, or very close. I'd say that's a decent budget. T2 towers, man. T2 towers. It just depends, you know, on the price on the day. Like the +1 Saka walls alone. I don't know. I don't know how much you would pick that up for now, and then you've got to spend however many vals recoloring it. That alone could cost you 100x plus, probably. And then the helmet, if there is a base on the market, you might end up paying sort of 50, 60 for the base. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of fun, to be honest. But the rest of the stuff isn't too expensive. These jewels are very, very expensive. And that's it if they even exist. So, it's just compromising to your budget, isn't it? Yeah, I think so too. That one's close, but it's not quite as good. Not quite as good, but it's close. The boots are nothing. They're nothing too special. Just like loads and loads of energy shield. Could have got more actually. Yeah. Gloves again, nothing special. I've done crafting videos on these gloves and these rings and the helmet. The amulet maybe cost. Don't know what they go for at the moment. Maybe 25. Cold iron points cost nothing. But the wands would probably cost you a mirror each to upgrade. I don't know, maybe just price the items for like current prices and see. I don't think you'd be a million miles away. Oh, it's Elder. 25? Yeah, that's a decent price, I think, Tomo. I got mine really early in the league, I think like beginning of week 2. Oh, okay, nice. What, the 2 cluster one? I'd be interested to know what you came up with. Oh. Mate, I've had such bad luck with Harvest. I've been trying to get some defense rerolls. Oh, nice, Tomo. That'd be really, really good. I might actually add that to the POB in the Discord, if that's all right with you. Once you've done that, that's really nice. That'll help a lot of people. Nice. Are you coding that? I bloody love a spreadsheet, I does. Yeah, but I'm stuck farming Harvest now. Because there's no way I'm giving that ring to anybody to re-roll for me. Not a chance. I don't care if you're an exalted service provider. Yep. Even then, I wouldn't even trust friends in IRL. Because you don't want to fall out with them if they accidentally press the wrong button. Over some pixels. Dude, I'd be so mad.
See you soon.
I'd be so mad. I need to sell these. Drop them in there for now. I'll do it later. If I get the craft, you can log into my account. Yeah, that's the only way I'd do it, Tomo. Oh, but then I wouldn't have the ring. Exactly, Raze. Exactly. Yeah, we've been friends for 30 years, but he broke my ring. Oh wow, that sounds really bad. I take that back. Yeah, I'm sure there's a law against that. There'll be some pixel protection law. At least in one state. Somewhere progressive. Maybe Oregon. The Pixel Protection Act.
When I'm ready and not before.
Let's go and get Redeemer out of the way. Cali's pretty progressive, right? You're not that progressed. I lived in Portland for 6 months. That is pretty progressive. Considered going down the coast to Cali, but actually went north to Seattle instead. Yeah, but that's where pixel tax comes in, Tom. That's eventually where we're going with, like, you know, microtransactions. Playing something like Destiny and you have to, like, pay to reload. You from the UK, Raz? I guess that's Ryan, right? Yeah, like Black Mirror, Tom. Oh, it was Redeemer, wasn't it? Oh, Denmark. Quite a few people interested in POE from Denmark. I forgot that it was Redeemer. Just pop this real quick. What are you talking about? That's... What? That's impossible, surely.
When I'm ready and not before.
35,000 hours. Dude, come on. Wow. Wow. That's a mad, mad number. Like, I've got 6k in Rust and I thought that was insane. Wow.
Welcome.
Damn, I should be learning off you.
No
Shit.
meaning here. Your pain will be endless. I thought myself better than you.
POE is just completely different, isn't it? I just wish they'd take a little bit of time out and polish it now. I guess that's the idea of. I guess that's the idea of POE 2, but in the meantime, this league's been pretty poor for performance. Keep on that roll. Yeah. It's too often. I don't know how the alarm bells aren't ringing with their Q&A. Scarabs, yeah. You'll get there. Biz reflect. 5k hour if you really want to grind it. Sold the gem nerf for. Oh, before nerf. Oh, 250. Nice sale.
When I'm ready and not before.
What build are you playing then at the moment, Raz? That's a nice sale. Ah. AKA the Headhunter build. Why would you want to switch then? Do you just want a change of pace? Not switch, but why do you want to build a Golem build? Yeah, I guess so. Like if it's something you haven't tried for a while, or you think it'll be a bit of fun, why not? Yeah, same here. All right, blue seeds, blue seeds. That's good. I like to take a break in between leagues. I was planning on this being my last week. I am just gonna put out one more video, I think, and then leave it at that until the new league. I'm not going to be able to achieve the ones. I've come around to that. I've tried to craft them 50 times, I think, and I haven't hit anything. I'm just fed up now. Yeah, I'm burnt out now, definitely, and I think it probably comes across in my energy as well. So I don't want to put out low energy stuff. It's not fair. Not fair on me either. And in the 2 cluster, yeah, chonky. In the 3 cluster now. I did that last league. I did 2 builds last league, and the Spark Aura Stacker was my main build. There's so much currency left. I built a level 100 Spectre build, and then thought, yeah, why not? Let's try this Aura stacking. And that ended up being about. It wasn't like pushed to the max. It ended up being about 3 mirrors worth, and that was really just the meme build. I had 40 challenges with the Spectre build. Yeah, it was crazy. So much fun though. So much fun.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Please, please, please reroll defense. Oh my god. I'm getting such bad luck with this. Was the Aura Stacker a big thing back in Delhi League? I didn't really hear about it until last league. And then I just followed a few guys and threw something together. I went the CI version though. My friend stayed on the low life one. Wasn't too much difference between the two. I was running double Nebulous and he was running Prism Guardian. But they were still both completely insane. I don't want any of this. I just wanted the blue ones. Nice, 2 remove ad fizzes. I'll take that. Um, 9.5 KES. I don't think mine got past 7k. I certainly didn't push it as far as a lot of players did. Hey Carlson, how you doing, man? Been doing some POB reviews for people, but that's kind of all died down now. Didn't last as long as I'd hoped.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I don't have your knowledge, Raz. Like that'd be really good if you had really broad, in-depth knowledge, which I'm sure you have with those hours. There's only about, I'd say probably 3 builds that I would be comfortable in advising people on. Other than that, I'm probably not the best person to come to, so I wouldn't pretend to be. Carlson, I can't wear it yet. I can't wear it until I've max rolled it. I've had three rolls so far, and all I have to do is hit between 44 and 47 and 13 and 15, and I can't hit 47, 15. And I can't divine it because I'm not messing with that minion damage max roll. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. It's so close. Alright, Raz, welcome back anytime, mate. Yeah, you just harvest roll the defense modifier values. And that basically uses a divine on just the defense modifiers. Yeah, thanks for the chat as well, Raz. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. It's quick, it's fun, and it's such a good boss killer. Yeah, and then I would catalyst it, Carlson. So it's almost there. I'm just farming harvest. That's it. Yeah, after, yeah. Once I hit 47.15, I'll catalyst it. I could do it before, it's just easier to look for 47.15 in my eyes. In my old eyes. So I just keep running Zayna with every single map, hope to get harvest, and then hope to get the defense modifier roll. Are you still building your golem build, Carlson? Or have you given up now? It's on hold. Are you back enjoying the bleed ball now? But that can definitely happen with builds at points. You'll sort of hit a wall. It can feel a bit frustrating, and then once you push past it, you're fine. That certainly happened with me when I was building the Scion version of this last league. But it was quite difficult leveling as a Scion. Carrying Golem Scion. Nice, good. No harvest. What a 100% delirious map. Oh, okay. You don't know what percentage it was. There's different tiers of those. Yeah, 100% can be pretty rough for sure. You'll see on the map itself, it'll tell you how much percent delirious it is. Hey Rick, just a sec, mate. Yeah, they look like this, Carlson, the maps. That there. So it actually writes it on the map itself. So you see here that it's 40% delirious. And then you can get ones that's 40 as well, 40, 20, 60, and it goes up to 100. The highest I've got here is a 60. Yeah. Rick. Hey there, I have a Cyan variant. I'm trying to min-max the lack of the 5% aura effect. The lack of the oh yeah, makes it tight, but I'm still at 300 finally. Okay, 300%, good. I have a few slots that are from my aura stacker, which I could use help prioritizing. Is it CI, Rick? I assume it's CI. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Are you in the Discord? Just post your POB in the build discussion section. I'll pick it up. All right. Any utilities and minions have chance to someone hit or carry is enough. Okay, so we've got a Scion variant that Rick Owen in chat is trying to build. Let's take a look at this. Alright, gone 3 cluster. Level 99. Interesting. And what are you looking for, Rick? Okay. Gear-wise, drop the shield. So what you on here? Let's see on the config. So minions are always on full life because you're using, I say always, probably like 99% of the time. Probably more than that actually, because you're using renewal up here, right? Yeah, renewal. Okay. What you can also do with that, Rick, is using Feeding Frenzy. Yeah, Feeding Frenzy. You can actually use Anomalous. Oh no, that wouldn't work. Forget about that. So this, in your config. Why have we got low life here? Using something that's activated when you are low life. Oh, you've got Pain Attunement. Yeah, that needs to come out. That gives you another slot. You're always on full life because you are one life all the time. Yeah, minions and blah blah blah. Good. 45. Yeah, flasks. Good. 10. You have 10 non-golem minions, right? So you were on 4.9 million when I imported it. You always have 10 non-golem minions because you get one from here, and then you get the rest from your zombies, your AG, and your specters. Max effect, yeah, on Cyrus. Yep, maimed, intimidated. Yep, that's right. All that's set up right. So now we've trebled that. That's a bit more accurate. This is for a Cyrus fight. So yeah, we can't use Val skills. So Val Grace is a no. Got haste off. No Vals on there. Using impurities, that's fine. This setup's fine. Yeah, this is good. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty much identical. Okay, so just onto the gear really. Swap out the cold iron point. So if you get rid of the shield, well, 12.9 goes up to pretty much 15. This is a nice helmet. Calcs 2.98. That's an easy fix though. So here on your tree, you've got 4 clusters here. Just get a 5. Yeah, that's fine. So swap out one of these 4s for a 5. And that will give you another enough percentage aura effect to push over the 300 barrier. And then to balance it out a little more, I would probably drop this minion damage here. Probably. For more ES. I don't know actually. That's your call. You can do what you want with the leftovers now. One more into a 5 cluster once you pick one up, and then do what you want with the remainder. You've got a really nice option for energy. Whoa, what's this? This should be Might of the Meek. Rick. This one here. Might of the Meek is better. You do, but you'd have to swap out your 4 clusters for 5s. So you're on negative 233 mana at this point. Is that because I've taken out your shield or something? Your jewels are good though. And what's your helmet enchant? Determination, nice. And then you would need... That's good. Yeah. 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 So you need to swap out one of these jewels. One of these cluster jewels needs to be replenishing presence and like sublime form or uncompromising, something like that, which will give you a lot of mana reservation. I think the tree is absolutely fine. But look at my... It's almost exactly the same tree. So here it is 301. And the items are pretty much identical. So you want the 7% 7% amulet, the 10% sack of walls, the 5% in the helmet, and that's the only place you get it from in the gear. You also get 1% from using the Darkness Enthroned, well 2%. That's just what's going to give you the most damage, dropping that shield, but you do lose ES. So it's just what sort of balance you're happy with. But if you push it towards this level, then you won't end up with as much DPS because you're using Scion. But you should end up with the same energy shield. But overall, I think it's alright. Oh nice, you got some +5s. +5 gloves there. And also your Animate Guardian. Your Animate Guardian isn't being taken into account in here as well. You do get quite a bit of DPS from your AG. Rings. Oh, those rings are pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. So you must be missing some strength from your clusters, right? Yeah, you've got no attributes in your clusters. And they are really annoying to craft because the ideal ones are attributes and intelligence. Oh yeah, because that's why you've got the chaos resistance, because they're low life clusters, yeah. But even just getting the attributes and intelligence in these would boost your ES by a lot. Every 10 intelligence gives you 2% increased energy shield. So you can imagine how much that stacks up. So that's a big upgrade for you. I think the rings are good. How much did you pay for the gloves? About 60x? Or less? Just 20. Less than I thought they would. Yeah. It's not a problem to change that, is it? Very nice. So does that answer your question? Really your clusters need to be swapped out. Get one more 5 instead of a 4 and try and swap these out for intelligence attributes. And then swap out your shield for cold iron points. And it won't be in a bad place, to be honest. No, but you can change the colours, right? You have changed the colours, right? No, it's not. It's not expensive on a pair of gloves. It was expensive on my chest piece. No, it'll cost you nowhere near that.
When I'm ready and not before.
On this chest? Really? I probably spent 12. Alright, for anybody who doesn't already know, if you want to change the sockets, the colours of sockets on, let's say it's evasion rating, and you want to get all red, and it's corrupted, come into your crafting bench, forget about the links, all of this stuff costs hardly anything. Put the item into your crafting bench, and then you select 2 sockets. It's going to cost you 1 jeweler's orb and 1 vial orb. And keep alternating between until you have 2 red sockets. Then you click 3 sockets. And if you don't hit a red, go back to 2 sockets. Then 3, then 2, then 3, then 2, until you have 3 red sockets. And then do the same between 3 and 4 until you have 4 red sockets. And then link them. It is so much cheaper than doing it any other way. Because you're only spending minimal. Well, you should have thousands of Jeweler's Orbs, but minimal. And then nowhere near as many Vals. Oh, fair enough, Rick. Alright, we've got somebody else who wants their POB looking at. Randall, if you're around. Yeah. It looks like you just swapped it over from maybe your Spark build last league or something. No worries, Rick. Enjoyed it. It's always nice to see a variation. Did you go with Scion because you already had a Scion, or did you just want to try something a little bit different? You won't reach the same numbers, but it'll still be a good build. So we have Randall's POB. He's just gone to make a coffee, and then we'll take a look. Whoa, oh, gonna make me do the work. I see how it is, bro. Don't worry, I'll fill in your clusters. I'll fill these in. Again, we're doing a mixture here between the 2 and the 3 cluster version. Not really sure what's going on here. Wait for him to get back. I'll get an explanation. Level 90? Alright, well, we're just waiting for Randall to come back. Gonna take a quick toilet break. There he is. Hey, Randall. Welcome, man. This is your POB. You're gonna have to explain what you're going for here, because it's not the 2 cluster version, nor is it the 3 cluster version. So, what is it you're aiming for? What are you looking for, Randall? What do you want me to take a look at? It is, but I don't think you're there yet, are you? Like, budget-wise. If you can't afford to buy all the gear at once for the endgame build, then it's better to aim for the 2 cluster and run that build to farm the currency for the endgame version. So here, by trying to mix the 2, you're not really doing yourself any favors. You're level 90, which means you don't have many spare skill points. What I would do at this point is I would drop this cluster altogether. I'd drop this cluster. I'd try and get 2 of these large clusters here with minion attack and cast speed. Where it says +3 to strength, you can get one that has +2 or +3 minion attack speed. They would be good for to swap out here. And then just run 2 clusters. But you also need to swap out your medium clusters. Like, we've got very similar gear. That gear there compared to the gear in my... Oh, I should have looked at your numbers first. Hold on. Because this is something that you should almost be able to achieve now. Oh, I've got to put these in again. Okay, so level 90. In your skills we've got... Obviously we can't use the Val skills because we're looking at Cyrus here. And Val haste. Switch that on for haste. Golem's good. Calcs. Turn on the Golem. Switch on that. Then in the config, for Cyrus, if you want to be picky, you can wait until Avian's Might's about to drop, but no. Maimed intimidated. in case you're using oh yeah, you got the awakens. Alright, so you're still missing awaken. Oh yeah, and these need to level up. But you know that. Quality these, Randall. That's just an easy win. Like 3 million. That's 200k per golem. 300k. Close to 1 million. Yeah, close to 1 million just by adding quality. That's just a few gem cutters prisms, so do that. These will level up over time. Maybe look at buying some factorial lenses. Are you still there? Yeah, maybe buy some factorial lenses just to boost these real quick. Get these up to max level. And then save up for this. The awakened version of that. Try and get yourself a 21, 23 carrying golem gem. Or at least a 21. These are sort of quick wins. Alright, Carlson, take care, man. Thanks for coming by. This you don't need, I don't think. I'll check that in a minute. So first I'm going to look at things that you can improve with your items here, and then I'm going to switch over to my 2 cluster, and that's what you can almost achieve now. This isn't taking into account your AG damage either. That purity shouldn't be in this link. Oh, because you're using Hungry Loop. That's your call. I would probably take put zombies in here and get yourself another ring that looks like this, but without aspect. So if I put the chimeric coil in there now, that's 500 flat energy shield. It's doing that to the mana because it now thinks I'm running 2 aspects of the avians, which we're not. There. So they are easy wins. Again, Val Haste doesn't really matter, but for the radius, that helps your minions. Oh, that's good. Good. Yep, good. Nice. And yeah, if you can get the minion damage on the ring as well, you can get up to 70% extra minion damage on those onset rings. And then tree-wise, this is what you should be looking for. So forget about all this. But your clusters need to look like that. First among equals, replenishing presence. Ideally with attributes and intelligence. Every 10 intelligence gives you 2% increased energy shield. So intelligence is a really important stat. So you see I have 3 of those exactly the same. And then 1 with uncompromising. And that's because we just can't get enough mana reservation without having that in this version. I think I could get away with getting a pure aptitude instead of uncompromising, which is I think it's 35. I think it's 30% off of purity. But essentially those are your 4 clusters, and then that's what your 2 large clusters would look like, ideally. You can get minions of 3%, but that'll be more expensive. That's a level 84 duel. I've tried to keep sort of budget in mind with this one. So at level 90, you actually wouldn't be too far away, you don't maybe have to miss out. Keep running the breath stealers and miss out on this wing here, or miss out on this energy shield loop. But the skeleton of it would be okay until you level up. You can always keep your third large cluster for later when you're ready to move on. But right now you're just spreading yourself too thin. Is that alright? Does that answer your question? Yeah, yeah, big jumps in DPS, and I don't think I've got any different items to what you have. I have some really easily craftable gloves there, because they're just crafted at the bench. The minions deal is just crafted at the bench. But you won't be able to swap out your breath stealers yet at level 90, I don't think. Still using Dariana's Delusion on this version. 2 rings which don't have the minion damage on them. So, very similar to the ring that you have now. So there's nothing special. There's nothing special going on in here. Just like get better jewels. You know, better versions of the jewels. It's all right. It's easy to want to try and run ahead. You'll easily be able to farm enough currency using this version to be able to afford the next version. Hello, Jester. How are you, man? Welcome. Just finished looking through Randall's POB. I think that's the 6th one I've done so far. So thanks everybody for the submissions. We're only looking at CI, carrying golem builds, aura stacking builds. And while we don't have any submissions, just gonna keep running. Just keep running content in the background because I need to find some harvest. Simple as that. Yeah, Randall, that was 15. I got a nice big Excel spreadsheet, and I plotted out all the stats across my 15 attempts. And that's the one that came out the best balance. So that's the one I went with for the video. I think it's a really nice build. And that's a preview of the video. It's an exclusive for anybody that's in the stream right now. That's a preview of the video that I've got coming out tomorrow. Tom, you're like 50x from having all the stuff I need. I may just keep saving so I can skip to the end game. Sounds about right if you've got that much money, mate. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Are there even any bases for sale at the moment? The helmet bases.
When I'm ready and not before.
Alright, nice, Tom. Nice, nice, nice. Good luck. Hey, Douglas, welcome. How you doing today, mate?
Hello. See you soon.
Do some more. Try and get some more harvest. I gotta get one soon, surely. Is it raining bad? It's quite late for you as well, like 8 PM, is it? If there was a skill that would just blast open all the doors, I think I would actually use it. Oh, crippling grief there, Carlson. Hey, sheep. Move. How's it going, sheep? Harvest.
I need your help.
Dana.
Yes.
I suppose there's a chance I could just get like natural harvest. Let's do that. Actually no, Nick. I'd sort of put aside 2 to 4 hours. It's been 2 now. I think I've reviewed 6 or 7 POBs. I'm just playing in the background until people submit new POBs. Maybe another hour, Nick? If anybody's playing CI or restacking Golems, I'm happy to look at any POB issues that you might have. Otherwise, I'm gonna farm harvest. Oh, are you? Well, what I might do is do a later version. Do a later version of the same thing, but on another day. Just to get a different, a different portion of my audience. But it won't be today. And I can't just do this. I get so many DMs. I can't do it like that. I won't do it like that. The game feels jumpy again today. Oh, Tom, it's so annoying, isn't it? I keep D&D on unless I'm just casual mapping or doing cleanup. I always forget to put D&D on when I start recording a video. Always.
Welcome. See you.
How private.
When I'm ready and not ready.
Dude. It's killing me. She's killing me.
I need more mana.
That's it. Once the cat's out of the bag, you can't get it back in. See this little open map here, and just see if we get harvest naturally. Maybe on Howard Hamlet. Fungal Hollow, I guess. Who knows? I do like what they've done though with the Atlas. The fact that you now run, you know, almost all maps to try and get the Maven. I like that. There's so many maps I hadn't run for like 2 leagues, or I try and avoid. I'm not saying Maze is a good map. +2? Get out of here. Alright, one more map. Nah.
When I'm ready and not before.
So if I do this again, I think I would do it differently. Like considering how many people actually turned up to do it. There are over 1,000 people in the Discord, I assume all with an interest in this build. But I think what I would do is I would gather people's POBs before the stream, so that I know that I have enough to at least fill 2 to 3 hours of POB reviews. What that means though is it adds delay. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was just too early to do something like this. You're just buying the gear though to transition, aren't you? So really there's nothing else to say about that. If you buy that gear, you can just You could just do it, just put it on. Can't really do anything wrong. Like, just really unbiasedly, Tom, does it look a lot different? So many people want to switch, and I hear it's mainly down to the defensive layers on the low life. Does it really look that much different? How it plays? And that's a genuine question, because I never went low lifer. Just do the Conqueror now. Okay.
Welcome. See you soon.
Judging by the trailer,
I have some good news.
Drox. Dr. Ox.
The eternal stillness was replaced by a golden storm of fever. I continued reflecting the storm and furious in the start. It felt instantaneous, but I
No, sheep, sorry.
and left no mark.
You'd be better off speaking to the person whose build it is that you're following. I know how to min-max my version, but I wouldn't be best placed to min-max low life. Done. Alright, so that was 2.5 hours and went through, I think, 6 POBs. Everyone seemed happy with that. So I think I'll leave it there and just do... Oh, hey Blackjack, how you doing? Is your bone armor and convocation on your left mouse? Are they both going off on cooldown? Convocation's on my left mouse, and bone armor, I just keep the button pressed down. I just keep it pressed down the whole time that I'm mapping. Just muscle memory, really. Yeah, you could swap that around actually and have bone armor on left click, and then use convocation when you need it. But that's just the way I've got it set up. Alright, so before I end the stream, is there anybody else running CI or stacking carrying golems that wants their POB looking at? Yeah, Blackjack. Yeah, I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, everyone just finds their own little way, don't they? The build's about to get a lot better, Blackjack. Like a lot better. So yeah, I could do to head off and start editing really. I may even be able to get the video out this evening. Oh, that's not true, Restless. I don't think. I league started this build, so possible to start it with from nothing. You don't have bone armor is so good. So good. Alright, gents. Well, I'm going to end it there and go and start editing. So, thank you very much for stopping by. I enjoyed it. It wasn't the stream that I had planned. But, I still enjoyed it. It's just, I was just hoping to have some more people stop by, but, you know, everyone's on different time frames and maybe I didn't give enough notice. So yeah, thanks very much. Nice to see all the new faces and the regulars as well. Thanks for stopping by. I will watch this space. New video maybe this evening, if not tomorrow. Catch you then. Peace out, guys. Have a good